Hi, it's Carol from Puppet Plays and Story Days, my very first Facebook Live. Well, we've had some exciting news. The owls have landed today. It looks a little bit like something out of Harry Potter film, doesn't it? You know, when all the owls landed. Well, that's what my little Facebook's going to be all about today. Is about these owl babies that have, as I say, have just arrived today. But just to let people join, I'll just give it a couple of minutes. So, what's everybody up to today? In Beverley today, it's been raining, but the sun has just started to shine, so that's really good. So, on Facebook Live, I understand we can do lots of comments and give me thumbs up. Can you hear me today? Give me a thumbs up if you can. That'd be wonderful. If you have any comments about any of my puppets, I would love to hear from you. So let's get started. So as I say, these owls have arrived. But let me just introduce myself first of all. I'm Carol Burton from Puppet Plays and Story Days. I live in Beverley, which is in the East Riding of Yorkshire. I have a business that I sell puppets, from little finger puppets right up to very large puppets. I do puppet training, believe it or not. I haven't actually been to puppet school, but I've been doing this business since 2005, so quite a while. And I've learned all about how puppets work. I do a lot of work within schools. I'm also a storyteller. So I bring the using puppets, I bring stories to life. I do what's known as interactive storytelling. That means that we use the puppets and the children do actions and the puppets take part within the story. So it's not like a puppet show, but it's called interactive storytelling. But running up to Christmas this year, I would normally have been out and about selling my puppets and engaging with my customers, which I really enjoy doing. But obviously, with COVID this year, that's not going to happen. So I'm trying to look at a different way of how I can engage with my customers. So I thought this might be a way of how I could do it. I could look at the idea of selling or engaging with you online, as in via this Facebook Live. It's a great way of me being able to introduce some of my puppets and show you how they work. Because if you actually saw a puppet sometimes just on a website, it could be this big, it could be that big. It's very difficult to see them. And also, when you see them brought alive, they become quite magical. But when you see them as a picture, you could just literally walk past and you wouldn't even think about buying them. They're a great idea as something a little bit different as a present. Sometimes parents will say, oh, you've got enough toys. But puppets are very different. When I use them within schools, children are totally engaged with them. In fact, a child will talk quite happily away to a puppet and they won't engage with the parent. But over the next couple of weeks, I'll tell you a little bit more about what I do. And I will introduce a lot of what I am doing and developing. I really, part of my business, I do a lot of story sets. And these are fantastic for parents to use with children because, as I say, if you've got a very young child, sometimes they might not be as engaged through just reading. But if you bring the dimension of a puppet into it, they will be right with you. You'll be like a pipe piper. But today, this is why I've come on. I really wanted to show you this owl because when it's arrived, it's the most beautiful owl I think I've actually seen. So this is the owl. As you can see, it's actually, when you look at it, it just looks like a toy, but actually it is actually a hand puppet. So underneath here we have the hole in which your hand goes in like this. Okay, and my little finger's in there, my thumb is in there. And what you need to do is kind of keep your hand on him. It gives him a little base in which he can fly. Okay, like this. Equally so, another little trick with regards to the owls is you can use, if you, instead of doing, because this is what my hands are doing, so that's in the wings, but turn my hand the opposite way around, I can put my hand in this way around and I can make him fly. Okay, so he's beautifully made. He's the Puppet Company owl, which are an amazing company. The products are a really, really high quality product. And this is just demonstrates exactly what I'm talking about. Beautiful puppet. So the story of Owl Babies, if you haven't never seen it before, is all about three little baby owls, Percy, Bill, and Sarah, and they all live in the family tree. And the mummy and the daddy owl go out and find food during the night, and the three little babies are all on their own. So let me just put the mum. Well, I always say the daddy owl is staying at home looking after the babies, and the mummy owl's out on the night. But these are the little baby finger puppets, and as you can see, again, the most beautiful finger puppets. Each one has you've got like an elastic base to them, so that when you pop it on your finger like this, like that, and you go like that, they don't shoot off the other end. So each set, particularly with the owl baby set, that comes with three little baby owls as per the story. So we've got Percy, Bill, and Sarah, like there. So as you can see the little baby. And in this story, basically, the mummy and daddy owl have gone out to find food, and the three little babies are sat in the tree on a night, and they're again a little bit scared that they're all alone in the tree. I use this one, or we use it a lot in schools when children get a little bit scared that the mum and dad might not be coming back for them when they've been left at nursery. So it's a great way about when children are finding it difficult about separation. So it's a really good story if you've never read it before. And then you can imagine when telling the story, the children can hold on to the little babies, and the adult can be working the hand puppet. But equally so, all of these are just super to be used anyway, just as little puppets. If you like what you see, give us a like, because you might be watching me on live, Facebook Live. Equally so, you could be watching me on playback. Um, if you want to see any of my puppets that I'm doing, please head over to my brand new website, which has just gone live, a new updated website, and that is www.puppetsplaysandstorydays.co.uk, and you'll see a range of products that I do. As and when I do my live sessions, if you want to actually see them and see the products, just send me a message over, and I will make sure that when I come on, I can demonstrate them and show you how they work. Share with your friends. I live locally, I live in Beverley. If you are local, you can come and collect the products. That's no problem at all. Equally so, if anybody has any difficulty in getting out, I'd be more than happy to drop them off if you're within my immediate area. Otherwise, I'm fully online, and so I send out up and down the UK. So, they can be delivered through the post. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed my first session. It was a little bit daunting about the idea of coming on and doing it, but now I've come on, maybe, it wasn't as bad as I thought. And I really look forward to seeing people in the future, maybe commenting and engaging with me with what I'm doing. And I might even read a little bit of the story so we can get the children to come and watch what I'm doing as well. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks a lot. Bye.